Hello. Um, Sorry for sort of streaming so late. I've had a lot of school to do. I still have a lot of school to do, but I want to play games to entertain and to relax. I was going to do Velvet Assassin, but um, I need to re-download it and reinstall it on my computer. That's going to take too long. So we're going to do the game I play the most, Mirror's Edge. I played 140 hours, which is actually less than I expected. I'm sorry you have to look at my computer. Mirror's Edge has a problem where it cannot stream from the video card. Wow, I have 89 subscribers? Oh, people tune in. Good for you. Yeah, I'll try to stream more on a normal time. I don't know when everyone lives. I tend to stream in the AMs for myself just because I'm a night owl and because most of my friends are in Australia. Probably because I'm a night owl. And but it's not that accessible for people who live in America. Normal people, not weird people. So for anyone new to me playing Mirror's Edge, okay, it looks good. Everything looks good. Basically, that in the corner is a death counter. I do worse on stream than I do in private. I have done a non-consecutive death run on my own. But it was in two parts. The first half of the game I did no death, and then another time in the second half I did no death. A single run on stream, I think before the death counter, I died 3 times. That's the best. And with the death counter, I think 7. I always screw up somewhere, and then I just keep screwing up a little more. And then sometimes weird glitchy stuff happens. We're gonna try it again. I don't use glitches. I'm not going for speed, although I'm trying to make it smooth. It takes about 2 hours. My best friend Trish calls it like an action movie run, where it's about 2 hours. The plot is very action movie-ish, and my goal is just not to die. Like Faith, presumably in real life, would not want to die since she doesn't have extra lives. I will shoot people if I have to shoot people. Whatever I have to do to keep alive. I don't know who's watching. If people are watching, good for you. If people are not watching, well, you should be watching. And I probably won't stream tomorrow because I have schoolwork to do, but if I find the time, I might stream. Maybe I'll stream earlier in the night before I do stuff. It's gonna be a busy week for me with school. It's a lot of midterm stuff coming. Group projects, research, blah blah blah. But we are going. I hope people can hear me okay. If their music is a little loud, let me know. Sometimes I can't tell how loud the music is on the stream. If you can't hear me, let me know. If you want me to talk about anything in particular, let me know. And what's the other one? Yeah, I'm not gonna be on a video camera today, but I'm sick. I'm not particularly looking well really. I've been sick for about a week, but I may in the future. Feel free to drop me a tip. That encourages me to show my face. And I'll be letting all the cutscenes play for people who want to see the story. such that it is, I will refrain from repeating my normal comments about the story. The story is so ridiculous. Like, nothing about the story makes sense. But then again, that's probably true. There's something else I want to say before we start. It'll come to me. Oh, right, I don't have a headset. Headsets are expensive. And I mean, like, if people give me enough tips, I can afford a headset in the future, and then it'll probably be easier to hear me, but I don't have a headset. And away we go. I'm going to be skipping the train.
Once the city used to pulse with energy, beauty and dangerous, and wonderful. Now, it's something else. The changes came slowly at first. Most didn't realize, or didn't care, accepted them. They chose a comfortable life. Some didn't. And those who refused to conform were pushed to the sidelines, criminalized. They became our clients. We call ourselves runners. We exist on the edge, between the gloss and the reality. The mirror's edge. We keep out of trouble, out of sight, and the cops don't bother us. Runners see the city in a different way. We see the flow. Rooftops become pathways and conduits, possibilities, and routes to escape. The flow is what keeps us running, keeps us alive.
Training time, Faith. Yeah, I know you hate it, but that fall took you out of commission for a while. And now you're back, you gotta keep sharp, especially in this city. Check out these new training grounds. Pretty slick, huh? So let's not run around. So get to her, just go with the flow, okay?
Okay. I'm skipping the training. Actually, I shouldn't skip. Yeah, let's do the training. We do meet Celeste in the training. I usually skip the training, but I usually skip everything if I play with this.
Hi, Faith. Welcome back.
This part is actually glitched on in the past. Like, in one of my streams, as people who watch that one remember, I just kept failing this, and it was just like the game just wasn't registering or doing very well. Like, I had to restart it because for some reason, every time I did the wall bounce, it just would say I failed. Zip line. Oop. Oops. No. That's a floor, isn't it? Okay. Uh-oh.
Merc wants me to run you through some sparring. You know how he is. You ready? Okay, come on. All right, Faith. Let's run through some weapon disarms, just in case.
Remember what I taught you, Faith. Isolate them. Fight them one at a time if you gotta fight.
Ow. Ow. I don't use reaction time just because it messes me up. But then it makes it harder for me to be able to spot guys, which is why you're gonna see me game the spot guys.
Okay, that's enough training, ladies.
I find that the reaction time just makes it more annoying for me.
Check in with them.
Because all of a sudden it hits slow and then it messes up my timing. And so much of this game is. Alright. You can actually stay here and explore the area. Which I never really paid attention to until I did the time trial. So it's like, oh, there's all this area. And if you say stay here, it doesn't just restart the training, it just gives you the whole place to play. I think only Trish is still watching. Oh.
Yeah, I'm sure the birds are real impressed with me. Once you finish showing off, I think you might concentrate on some actual work. Get the last position for a half hour. See if you get the delivery. She'll be near the communications tower as You're taking your sweet old time, Celeste's getting pissed. She's almost at the comms tower and you ain't. Get moving. Just give her the bag. Cell will take it from there.
One second. Okay, I'm just putting a little note on the sugar so that he runs around.
Sounds like some blues are headed your way. Chopper tipped them off.
YouTube is laggy? Is it? Is it laggy?
Just get the hell out of there. Wires are going crazy. Get out of there, Nate. Patching selected. You there, Phil?
What the hell's happening? I can hear gunshots and that bird seems a little too curious.
Fate's on our way. Get your ass ready to move. Blue's ahead. You're gonna have to get through 'em. Get to select.
Whenever she makes huge jumps and then grabs at the ledge, I'm like, ow, her arms must hurt so much. Although she has very strong arms. We saw that throw.
Okay, they're playing rough cell.
I'll be fine. Get out of here!
Uh-oh. It's amazing how fast you're jumping from rooftop to rooftop. And you get to a new building and there's SWAT just pouring out of it. Like they're either sending to SWAT in every building that you're remotely near, or they're just moving very fast. I'm sorry, Kim.
This may be a low-key job. Why the hell were they shooting? What did you do, Faith?
Nothing. They just opened fire.
Don't know what the hell's happening. I'll ask around. Get your ass back to base, Faith.
It does say video output is low for one. I wonder why. I thought since I set the frame rate down, since I set the FPS down for Open Broadcaster, I've been usually getting a green video output. But
Going to see Pope. Robert Pope.
it's not giving me.
Anyways, it's 56 West Arlen Drive. Tell us, Miller.
Copy that. I'll relay the message, Officer Connors.
Thanks. Connor's out.
Hello, sis.
You there, kiddo?
Hey, Mark.
I bet you're listening to the chatter.
You know me.
Try and get some sleep. It's been a rough day. Gonna put the word out tomorrow. See why those blues got itchy trigger. Drop by later, okay? And don't chuck that pizza. I like the toppings mature.
Matured. Yeah, I know. See you, Mark.
Shots fired. Repeat, shots fired. All units proceed to 56 West Arlen Drive immediately. Proceed with caution.
Kate! Where are you? Kate, where are you?
Hey,
Mark,
you off?
just get on comms and track me. Almost there.
Well, anytime you'd like to tell me where there is and what
Huh.
the hell you're doing.
Video stream is green now. That's
My sister.
Okay, I'm gonna see if I can figure out what's going on. Give me a second.
need to move my mouse a lot closer.
Okay, Drake says there's been some heat up West Arlen. Pope's place. I guess that's where you're headed, but be careful. Tell him what's going on.
you doing here?
What happened? Did you?
No! You don't recognize him?
Should I?
It's Robert. Robert Pope, friend of Dad's.
Shit, that Pope.
He called me. We hadn't talked much since I joined up. He had a break-in last week. He's still a campaigner. Don't you read the news?
It's not news anymore. It's advertising.
He was running for mayor.
So the break-in must have really spooked him then.
That's what I thought. But it was odd. He told me about the break-in, asked me to come, then asked after you.
Really? I haven't seen him for at least 10 years.
Anyway, he was alive when I got here. He was sitting at his desk, writing. Everything went black. When I came to, he'd been shot. And I'm pretty sure it's with my gun. There was a book on the desk, a diary. It was gone. I'm sure there was someone else in the building. Left my radio in the car, haven't had time to phone it in.
Come on, come with me. Take you somewhere safe.
This isn't the time to run. I'm not like you. Running will just make me look guilty.
You think this was an accident, Kate? There are no accidents in this city. Someone wanted him dead and wanted you to take the fall.
Help me, Effie, please. You've got contacts. There's gotta be more to this. Something he knew. Something he wanted to tell me.
I can't get involved in this, Kate. You know what I do. I just can't.
Blue's incoming, Faith. You might want to be outgoing right about, now.
I'll see what I can do.
If this goes down badly, find Lieutenant Miller, my superior. Take anything you find to him.
I'm serious, Faith. Remember, they're not playing nice. Get out of there.
Now go! And Faith, thank you.
Press X to hug. I don't know, this just always reminds me of the press X to pay respects or whatever. The Call of Duty thing. It's one of the. This is one of the few extended first-person cutscenes in this game, and it's just really weird to me. I think because it's like when you're the first person, I get immersed in this game, and then I'm not controlling her, and then she's hugging her sister, and it's like you see her arms coming.
Should be an exit through the accounting hall.
This game is very pretty, as many people have said. All the color coding makes sense too. Like red is for runners, blue is for cops and government, green is for business, I think orange is for media. Or no, orange is for private security, and yellow is for media. This is just such a bad idea. Whenever I do this, I'm like, hey, this is the worst idea you've ever had. Luckily, no one in this game can shoot.
That bird ain't playing around. Get your ass to the CEC news building. I'm finding you a way out.
This game always struck me as very Matrixy, like the whole run from enemies instead of engage them. You've got an operator trying to find you a way out. Like this would make an excellent Matrix game. Yeah, I know, Merc. Don't know who you are, Goober P,
Can't believe Pope's gone.
but Hello. How are you doing? Welcome to the Amy stream.
Sure opened a can of worms on this one. Take the bridge across the avenue and head for Centurion Plaza.
We're just getting started.
We have a breaking story here at City Eye Channel News.
Picking up squad cars moving in on you. You ain't got much time.
Annoying because it's like, so I take so much of this game for granted because I've played it so much. And then there's always some goofy death I do. Like somewhere where I've never died before I die. And it gets into my head where I start getting worried because something's gonna go wrong. Or I'm like, oh my god. Like that wall thing, which is so basic and I've done it a million times. I once did it wrong and it kind of fell off and died. And it's freaked me out ever since. It's kind of a thing about doing a no-death run where you're just worried about everything that can go wrong.
You don't want to know what's behind you, babe. Just keep running.
Bunny hops actually help you do a speed run. I'm not doing a speed run, and bunny hops throw off my timer. But it does add to your... It does subtract time.
Blue's up ahead. Be careful.
Yeah, this part is supposed to teach you how to fight. I like this game because you can play it like if you're advanced, you don't have to do all the stuff that they set up for you at the beginning. Like you can do wall jumps to get by faster. But if you're not advanced, the game like is set up to slowly teach you how to play it, even if you skip the tutorial. And I really like that. Like I like games that help teach you. Like Super Mario 1 did that. If you read the Eurogamer stuff or what was it? Extra Credits has a video about how World 1.1 is set up to teach you how to play. This was actually a foundation for a social work project I did last year. And how, like, through experiential knowledge and through the construction of their environment, they teach you about the game without actively doing a tutorial, which I really like. And I've kind of figured out that that's kind of the best way for me to learn. I like to learn by playing. I have a hard time with tutorials because I don't remember information. And if you throw tons of moves at me, I'll just forget it all.
What the hell?
Something's got somebody rattled, kiddo. I don't know.
Run away from being shot at.
Hey, Sal.
Take long to lose him?
Nah, those blues can't move for shit.
There's a lot of, they're at your own pace parts I really like. Like if you put on a podcast, like I love playing this game for podcast on, and it can make like tedious levels really
Renewal time.
fun because you have something else to do even if you're failing your jumps.
Girl's been lifting
Like
evidence from a crime scene. Now every cop
I was listening to podcasts and
The evidence
like videos when I was
It's from a dog.
doing the scaffolding part,
All I can
and I died like hundreds of times the first time I did the scaffolding part. I think it probably took me 2 hours to finally complete it.
Yeah, his dad made him some wings out of feathers and wax. Then the boy flew too close to the sun.
Hi! Hi, Jay-Z. Bye. The red circle thingy in the corner is a death counter. Right now it's at 0 because I haven't died. I'm trying for no death run. Getting it all to work in one single run is really hard because a lot of stuff can go wrong with weird glitchy stuff that sometimes happens in this game. And that there's one level where Fate doesn't seem to want to grab the pipes.
Greg's got a location.
That really scares me.
On some rooftops of the old runner training ground near the storm drains.
But yeah, the little red circle, I made it red because it's Mirror's Edge. I figured looks good.
Town district. Get going.
But I also like the whole aspect of being chased. I mean, when they do it well, pushes you forward, makes you feel like you've accomplished something. Like when if you get into the elevator doors and then the bullets just shoot, they just shoot at you and the elevators close, doors miss. That's a very immersive experience for me, and part of why I love this game. Like, this game has many flaws, but the reason I just keep playing it is because it's got enough that it gets me in. When it works, it really works. And I really like that about this game. It's kind of annoying that they didn't build on some of those aspects for Catalyst, which is some of the complaints that people have about it. I haven't played Catalyst yet because I don't think my computer's good enough to pick it up. It might, but they also rebooted the story, which I'm a bit worried. Like at the end of this, I always figured how they were going to continue it anyway, so they just rebooted it. But I don't like the tech tree. I like having access to all moves. I don't like having it locked out. I don't like having my hand held. And that's why, like, they were like, oh, we locked out all the basic moves so that you don't get overwhelmed. But it's like, you can slowly build yourself up. Like in this game, you can slowly build up your arsenal and without having the moves locked out. I don't understand why she can't just take a bus. If Faith didn't look so distinguishable with her tattoos and everything, she could probably just dress like a normal person and take a bus to where she needs to go before getting to the rooftops. Also, I don't understand why the runners don't use code names. Like, you think they're using code names, but they're not. Those are actually their real names. Last time I really screwed up on so many parts, and I didn't do that fast enough. I missed, and then that thing ended up squishing me. It comes back down, and if you don't do it fast enough, you get squished. I don't understand why you need the runners to communicate when you've clearly got a long-distance signal in the city that the cops can't have, which is the signal that Merc is using to talk to me right now. He even goes straight into the sewers. And obviously it's encrypted. So why don't we just use that to communicate information instead of having runners running around the ring? Maybe we're actually delivering pizza or something. Maybe pizza is banned. That's the real dystopia. They banned pizza, but the runners have to deliver pizza. That's why Merc was so particular about his pizza, because it's like a rare resource, and therefore you can't just get pizza normally. So that's why he's so picky about having this toppings. Sure. The reason I take out that guy is because he doesn't cooperate with this art very well. Like, he hesitates and it throws me off. So I think he's gonna hit me and I counter and he doesn't hit me and then he hits me. He's got this weird hesitation that just throws me off, so I don't even bother trying to disarm him. I disarm all the other snipers. Because they actually try to hit me when they're supposed to. Click that button.
You're inside. Get out of there.
Yeah, I like this part, forcing you to do the shimmy so you can see the cops coming. That's cool. As I said, when the game works, it works. At least that's what drew me in. And it meant that I put up with dying a million times the first time I did it. With this part, you can wall run across it, and I used to wall run across it, but except that you can get stuck on the little doodads in the wall. The little seams and whatever. It looks like this should just register as a flat wall, but it doesn't. And since I don't want to die, I decided I'm gonna shimmy just to be safe. I didn't even know you could shimmy because I'd never shimmy. I'd always just ran across the wall, and what would happen is sometimes I would just hit an edge, just something that looks flat but isn't, and then she would get stuck and die. And I decided I'm not gonna put up with it. I often wonder, like, what is this city built for? Like, there are ladders that go nowhere here. Like, all of these platforms, they don't go anywhere. This ladder goes nowhere. I know that, like, in previous playthroughs, people have suggested that, the maintenance workers are all runners. Like, janitors are just former runners. It would make so much sense. Ow. I love how she could just take a shotgun shot right to the side of her body and be okay. And like a lot of games, you just run around enough, she just heals herself. I imagine she's sort of like a Terminator, and RT-1000, like the voice guy just come out of her body eventually.
I'm gonna wind you up, okay? He used to be a pretty decent runner. God knows who he's working for now.
How many times have you played through Mirror's Edge completely? I don't know. How many times have I played through Mirror's Edge completely? 50? On stream, I've played through it like, what, 15 times? 10 times? I'm not sure. I haven't counted. But personally, I've played through this game so many times. Probably not 100, although it feels like under 100. It takes me 2 hours to complete it. And I've played, what, 140 hours? And, like, some of that is obviously at the beginning when it didn't take me 2 hours. But I played through this game so many times. Although I haven't played it in, like, a little while. So, I think it's been a few weeks since I've played it. That's a long time for me. So I don't fully remember things. If I play it too much, I tend to get worse. But if I don't play it enough, then I forget things. It's my go-to game. I find it very relaxing too. Especially like in the winter when I don't actually go out that much because it's so cold. Like in the summer, I just love taking walks and exploring and everything, going to new places, walking around the city in the weekend when everything's closed, and like, so in the summer or in the winter, this game sort of substitutes going outside and feeling like I have a big empty space to run around. Plus, Faith is Asian woman character. She's my height. She's 5'9". I'm 5'9". She basically has my body type. And she's got hands that look like mine, which I know is weird, but like it's a weird thing to be interested in. But I get a little like weirded out about my hands sometimes, and so I like that her hands look like mine because my hands are a little worn and doing a lot of stuff too. Okay, so this is the part where Faith doesn't always grab the pipes, and it scares the living crap out of me. I'm probably gonna die here, because I almost always die here. Oh, wow, she grabbed the pipe. Good for you, Faith. Actually, I was experimenting by myself recently about that area, and if I aim towards the wall like I just did, she seems to grab the pipe. So maybe that was my problem. I was trying to aim for the pipe instead of aiming for the wall. For some reason, the pipe detection is very finicky. She doesn't have this problem anywhere else. And time for some pots. How is he not dead? Like, if you saw him drop from that pipe there, he dropped like three times his height. I have not played Mirror's Edge 2 yet. It's different. It's got some open world stuff. I've heard criticisms of it. I don't like the fact they have a tech tree and they lock stuff out, but I haven't played it. If it gets on sale and if my computer can run it, then I'll play it. I don't think my computer can run it, but you'd be surprised. My computer's pretty powerful. I can run some of the... It can run the Arkham games for Batman, so it should be able to run a lot of newer stuff too. You can do it, you believe in me?
Oh, Faith, what are you doing? You're gonna tell him about Jackknife?
Not yet. Still a cop. No matter what came.
Yeah, I used Mario Maker for my social work project last year. I have a video about it, but it has personal details because I was making it for my professor, and also because I don't have a game capture card, I just filmed my screen, so it looks pretty terrible. I want to get a game capture card in my Wii U so that I can properly show my levels.
She never mentioned a sister.
Yeah, well, we're not the mentioning kind. She told me to find you if things went bad.
She's been
I'll try not to talk during cutscenes.
You wouldn't be the suspect seen fleeing from the crime scene, would you?
Well now, it's difficult to recall with a gun in my face.
I know what you are.
You know it was a setup, right?
I know Kate wouldn't be capable of something like this. But my captain's asking some difficult questions.
It's amazing how tall all the men in this game are.
What do you know about something called Icarus?
Why?
It's mentioned on this. It was in Pope's hand.
I think because Faith seems to have sort of a short athletic build, and because she's an Asian woman, that people, like, I know that when her height pops up in this game, everybody, like on stream in the past, people are intrigued by it.
I know that much to
Especially since how tall the men are.
plenty of people to try.
But she's 5'9", so she's 5'9". Miller is very tall.
How to run.
Running is what I do best.
I think another difference with me playing on my own besides I have podcasts to listen to. And that helps distract me because if I think too much about this game, I tend to die. You know you can glitch yourself to the bottom? I've done it before. Glitch yourself to street level. There's not much there. The people also turn a corner and disappear. And then you get left alone with me. But the other difference, right, that was what I was saying. The other difference between me playing it by myself versus playing it on stream is that when I play by myself, I can skip the cutscenes and it doesn't break my momentum. I mean, the cutscenes give me a little break, but I don't want a break. I want to keep going because this game is so much about momentum for me, and it's so much about keeping my time. I like baseball, which, if you don't know, is my favorite sport. I don't talk about it on Usher Girls, so if you're from Usher Girls, you don't know that. I talk about baseball all the time, but I talk about baseball all the time. And yes, my Jays, Blue Jays, are in the ALCS. Although they've lost the first two games, and everyone's freaking out. All the Toronto fans are just freaking out. If you're a Cleveland fan, then good for you. I'm happy for you. I don't take sports super seriously because it's where I go to relax. But I really like baseball, and I talk about how Mirror's Edge is a lot like baseball, and how my quest for a no-death run is sort of like trying to go for a no-hitter or perfect game, where it's just like everything has to fall into place. It's probably more like a no-hitter than a perfect game, because as long as I don't die, it's okay if I screw up a bit, and that's sort of like, it's okay to walk people or make errors. But it's just like everything has to fall into place. Plus, I've got to deal with that final level. I'm not even sure how I'm going to do that yet. Like, I've been trying a new way to try to do it quickly, but it's kind of iffy trying to run past that final guard so he doesn't murder you in the back. But the other problem is that if I try to do it cleaning out all the guards way, I mean, besides that, it doesn't look very elegant. I've actually had problems where I actually end up running to two guards, and I can't pick them up one by one. For such a big guy, Ropeburn moves very fast. He walks right out of my vision here, but he's not out the room yet. And I guess he left the room. Like, he really didn't notice that the grate fell right behind him, because he probably shouldn't have left the room by the time she left him that grate. And he's just gone. He's out the door. He hasn't even really looked through any of his files, which is really bizarre. What was the point of that entire thing? Look at his computer. I'm assuming the gun is there for you to do it. It took me many playthroughs to figure that one out. Because I used to break that glass in steps. And, like, I jump up there, smash the glass, and then jump up there again. And then I realized, hey, I pick up the gun. Being shot here and having that, like, mini whiteout, it happens if you get shot. It doesn't happen all the time if you don't get shot, so it's not a scripted event, but it does happen a lot. That part used to throw me off so much, but I've now gotten to the point where even if she whites out, I don't care, because I know what I Someone asked me if I could play this game with my eyes closed. I don't think I can do that. Because I don't play it the same exact way every time. Although timing has a lot to do with it, I still mostly react to things. Because anybody who knows me knows that like I don't have the greatest rote memory, and like a lot of stuff fails in the past for me. So I don't remember everything about the game. I remember the general path to take and general things, and I still react to a lot of stuff I see. So I don't think I could play it with my eyes closed. It'd be interesting to see how far I could get with my eyes closed. Obviously, once I get stuck, I'd probably just get stuck because I wouldn't know where I am, so I couldn't recover. At the same time, when I exercise and stuff, sometimes I run through Mirror's Edge in my head. Sometimes I run through Dead Rising in my head too. Like just all the stuff I'm supposed to do, and Mirror's Edge runs through most of the game in my head. But I don't have the exact amount, like, I can't tell you like in 5 seconds I have to press jump or whatever. And some of this stuff takes a while. Like these guys. I obviously couldn't take them long. Sorry about that. I feel bad for you, but you gotta do what you gotta do. I've tried running around the circle jump and then jumping from that box onto this pipe. I can't do it without dying. So I've decided this is my safest bet. At least I do it fairly smoothly now, so it doesn't look too cheap. I mean, the worst part about Mirror's Edge is when you game it. Like when it breaks immersion for me when I'm actually gaming the AI over things. And obviously I did a little there, the hiding behind the corner, taking out the one guard. But then I did the rest smoothly, so I'm pretty happy with that. People keep asking me about Mirror's Edge too, so I feel like I should probably play it. If I get a better computer, or if I find I can run on this computer and I can afford it. Or if I get a PS4, which I can think of. But I've tried playing this game with controller, and it's just, the mouse look is so much faster for me. I got the controller, someone bought me a controller for my birthday, which was very nice of them. And, but it's so much slower. Oh, that was close. I missed jumping off. Some weird stuff sometimes happens to my plan. I missed jumping off. And that scared the crap out of me that I was going to fall out. That's funny. I once hit a seam here and it was really bizarre. Like I hit a seam doing that wall run, I just flew, it was on stream, you can see it. I just kind of flew off and it was the weirdest thing. I just flew off the side and died. It's like some of the programming stuff, like that's what I want fixed for Mirror's Edge 2, which they might have done. No. But just like some of the little object interaction stuff. This is so dangerous for me. I get scared when I'm not even playing, or I'm not even watching. Sorry! I feel so bad for that guy. Except for that one time, like I used to say sorry all the time when I knocked him off, but, and Kim Winkin remembers this. There was a period of time where for like 5 straight playthroughs he wouldn't fall, and so it made sorry seem kind of disingenuous because I would say sorry and then he would not fall and I'd punch him like 3 more times until he fell. So obviously I'm not that scary. Oh, I hate being shot with a shotgun up here. That's not the most dangerous thing you've ever seen me do.
Wait to see him again.
Received your message.
I started looking into Who's trapped in the field as head of security?
You think he can help?
Maybe. He sure as hell set Kate up. Wanted a cop to go down for it, and he wasn't alone. Heard him mention Project Icarus.
Burfield is dangerous, Faith. He's not someone you want to mess with.
He framed my sister.
I'm sorry, Faith,
For what?
for this. I don't want Kate to go down for this either. But we've got private firms muscling in on our districts, bolstering city security, they call it. They're breathing down our necks, waiting for us to slip up. The only way they might on us.
The first time I ever played this game was a pacifist one.
Yes.
The first time I played this game, I thought, this game is made for pacifism, right? I'm a runner, I should run. So, and obviously I died a billion times. And like the first few times I played, I was trying not to hurt anyone. Once I decided that I was gonna go for no death run rather than speed run or anything, I realized that the safest thing for me to do is if I have to grab a gun and shoot. And I figured that in real life, quote unquote, Faith might do that too. I mean, she couldn't afford to die if she was really had one life to live and was trying to save the system. And as much as she probably wouldn't want to kill people, she'd probably be okay with it if she had to. I mean, this is sort of justified in the cutscene where she, I'm pretty sure, kills a bunch of people later. But, like, what I like about this game is you kind of create Faith's character, how you play her, whether you're hesitant or brash, whether you take lots of chances or are a little more careful. And that was a bad jump. But there's an electric fence there, and in order to get around the electric fence, for all her skills, she decides the best way to do it is jump the building down. I hate this jump. Yeah, I've never died on this jump on stream either. I died trying practicing, but I just missed the bottom of that. I still hate it. Just to get around the electric fence. But it's like whether you play her as a pacifist, whether you play her as it's okay to knock people out, not kill them, or it's not okay to attack people at all. Whether she should just run past all her problems, or it's okay for her the action hero like me. I like that. I like that you create the character. I know there's been a lot of discussion about this sort of stuff. Like, there's been people who like cutscenes, there are people who think that like Firewatch in the game. There's a lot of discussion on what makes a video game or what makes an immersive video game. Like,
If there's a bird involved, I'm guessing they'll be near the roof. You're gonna need to find a way up.
like Jack and Rich of Red Leather Media, who did the previously recorded stuff, and I love watching those. They have like they don't like games like the Uncharted series, where they like if you watch them play it, they constantly complain that you don't do anything, and that you don't get to define the character, and no choices you make matter. Like Jack was very annoyed that in the scene where he talked to Nathan Drake, when he talks to his girlfriend, right? And he's not supposed to be paying attention to his girlfriend's conversations. Oops, I screwed up. Here we go. But Jack was paying attention, so when his girlfriend asked him you're not paying attention, what was I talking about? Jack knew the answer, but the correct answer was not in the list, because Nathan Drake is not supposed to know. And so Jack got very upset about this, that, essentially he was playing a barely attractive movie, but we didn't get to define the characters. And they have a video where they say like why Super Mario Brothers is more immersive for them than Call of Duty. Like, I'm not saying necessarily you have to agree with that definition. I know I feel a lot like them, but everyone's different, right? Like, my best friend Trish, who's probably watching this video, like she likes it, or at least she wants to play the Uncharted series, and she thinks it's something that would be interested in her. I'd probably get bored because cutscenes bore me. And like even in Mirror's Edge, which I love, I don't watch the cutscenes if I'm not on stream. But like for me, Super Mario Brothers and games like that are more immersive, like Mirror's Edge, because I feel like I get to define it, right? Like how I play matters. You are on the rails, but you're not totally on the rails. You still get to make decisions.
Yeah. Okay, okay.
But that's like the one quick time scene in this game. And what's interesting is you can't fail it, essentially. You can fail it, but it doesn't lock you out if you press the counter button ahead of time. So, like, I was just mashing the counter button there. I'm so sorry about that.
Why were you with Miller?
Watch him, Faith.
Try anything, you're really.
Shit! Merc, someone shoot. They got rope on.
Who's about to crash the party, Faith? Get out of there.
Oh, you're about to hear the complaint I make every time in this game. Ropeburn tells you there's a conspiracy, and he's meeting with one of the conspirators tomorrow at the mall. And then he's murdered by a member of the conspirators right in front of your eyes there. And then the police swarm his body at the bottom, so everybody knows he's dead. So, and you know everybody knows he's dead because they murdered him right in front of your eyes. So why do you think the meeting with him tomorrow is still on? Like, obviously it's going to be a trap for you because he's dead. If you're not going to be interrupting a meeting, he was killed by the conspirators in front of your eyes. So it always bugs me why Faith just goes to this meeting.
Signal set. Maybe you might be clear of the blues for now. Looks like the Riding Park subway stop's closed.
So the interesting thing about the elevator you just saw me do is that the guards come out of the elevator you have to go into. And the level is set up so that you kind of run around in a circle and then go into that elevator, but as you just saw, they're programmed to come running out of the elevator before they key in on you. So you could just run straight into the elevator as they're coming out of it. Because they have to fully do their animation of running out before they can do anything to you. So it's kind of fun. It's like they come up the elevator, you immediately run past them into the elevator. They're like, oh crap, we should stay in the elevator. Cops everywhere. Whenever Merc tells you to fight, you almost never have to fight. Okay. Alright, that's it. Oh shit. We got caught. I'm gonna do that. It's not good. Not good. So the sort of annoying part of it is that I got a good run. The train came at the right time. Otherwise, if the train comes too early and then you have to wait for it to come by again before you run to the tunnel, it can really put you in danger with those guards. Which sucks. But, it worked for me though. It generally works. I'm pretty sure it's just a timing thing of how fast you do other stuff. Here's the janitor's room. Nature magazine. Out of order. There's a lot of trapped mice. The mice are very obvious metaphor in this game. If you notice. You see lots of rats in this game, and they're usually in important places. How can I still hear a Merc in the subway players? I want whatever cell phone plan here. So there's not enough time to run through everything. There's a guard right there, you heard him. He gets killed by this train. You can sometimes see his body ragdoll or his gun. I once saw his body fly by me and it was hilarious. There's so many weird ways I can die in this fight if the train's in a hater. I mean, it makes sense. If you're actually running around the subway tunnels, there are a billion ways you can die too. This is one of those things I'm pretty sure no matter how good you are at parkour, you could not do it in real life. Like the jumping from train to train over tunnels, especially with all those pillars just flying by. If one of the pillars hits you in this game, you don't die, which is obviously one of the most unrealistic aspects. This part, the first time I played it, I knew exactly what I was going to have to do. Because I've played games where you have to stand on trains before. Like Shadows of the Empire. If the trains didn't come every 5 seconds in this game, they would not stand each other. I wish the trains in real life in Toronto came this quickly. Because it's like, in actuality, you should not have like 10 seconds before a train hits you to run from a tunnel. Hi Carol Miku. Hello, nice to see you.
Popes, got a tip off about a meet at the New Eden Mall
I'm doing, for those new here, I'm doing a death run, or attempt to. I won't quit if I die. And the little circle in the corner is the, no, that is the death counter.
I keep thinking of my folks. They thought
Gates is having a flashback. I'll be back.
Pope organized protests, lobbied the mayor, advocate on marches. But I never really understood why back then. What it meant.
Merc said your mom died.
She was killed during the downtown riots. Protest marches that went bad.
That's rough.
After that, we, well, pretty much fell apart. Dad never forgave himself, and I left home soon after. Guess I never really forgave him either.
That's when you met Merc?
He caught me, breaking into his place.
No kidding. You never said that.
He offered to train me. Felt like a good way off the street, so I took it. Not much else going for me.
What you're doing now, Faith, is the fastest way to get yourself killed.
They got my sister involved, Sel, and I need to clear her name. I owe her that much. I'll survive. That's what we do.
Survival is overrated. You need to live a little, too.
Hey, you want to come with me tomorrow? Could use the help.
Can't. Drake's got me on the job. Says I've been slacking. Look, I've gotta go.
It's fine. Someone's bound to start shooting at me soon. Get going.
Yes, Senpai did notice you. It's nice to see you. It's nice to see people here. I like having people over. Makes me
The new Eden Mall should be ahead of you, but watch it. Mayor Callahan's on some kind of campaign drive about. A few streets away, so there are roadblocks all over the place.
Another level which scares the hell out of me. Well, they all scare them. Every level scares the hell out of me. But one of the key things for this part is some of the pipes you can wall run jump onto, and some of them, if you wall run jump, you won't grab onto the pipe. So this is an area where you should just wall run all the way to the pipe. Even if you're worried you won't make it.
Should be a way up onto the overpass in section 3 and 4.
Can't you just take the train? Like, there are trains. Can't you just take the train close to the mall? There's so many parts about this game where there has to be an easy way.
Get down track 4 to the next access stairway. Should be an alley close by there. Keep your back on the road for too long.
Those trains came perfectly. Those are perfectly timed trains. If the trains don't time perfectly there, it gets a little awkward. You've got to stand in the middle waiting until someone shoots at you. I mean, generally you're not in any real danger, but you've got to be careful that you're not on the tracks when the train comes. So if you're not sure, you better wait. And it's always better to be running on the tracks of the train coming towards you. I mean, even though it's gonna come towards you, it's because otherwise you can't see it coming. And it'll clip you from behind. It's a horrible way to go. I've seen people play Mirror's Edge of Oculus Rift, and it just seems like a terrifying experience. It's not how I would play, obviously, because I play it not really competitively, but I play it for gold. I don't, so it would probably mess with me more. But like I've seen people play it and it's like really screws them up when you die because it's just so horrifying that she falls. The way she dies is a good, like I almost stopped playing because of how much the falling and the crunch of her body was just kind of upsetting. But then, like, I get used to it. And plus, I'm trying not to die. That's a good thing. One of my libraries near me, one of the library systems has an Oculus Rift. Although I can't bring it home. But you can use it. I'd be curious to try to use it with this game. I could bring my computer to the library. I don't know if it attaches to the computer. Oh shit. Oh, that was close. I messed that up. Thankfully, you didn't come up here. You're not very effective SWAT.
You're doing good. Ball's just a few blocks ahead.
So I'd be curious, like, I wonder what type of games maybe library has for that kids. Because I'm curious, like, because it's one of those things you can't experience secondhand. Like, I can watch a YouTube video and it won't really give me an experience for what it's like. And when watching people play Mirror's Edge and fall and freak out, it seems like quite an experience, unless they exaggerate. So that's a wall run for anyone who plans to play this game themselves. That's a wall run you can't jump off of. If you wall run jump, you won't grab the pipe. Even though it looks like you should grab the pipe, and you should grab the pipe, it won't happen. You'll fall through the pipe. It's very frustrating. This doesn't seem like a good thing for Fate to do, given that she wears one glove on her hand, for her to be grabbing those ropes like that. And I've always wondered why she doesn't wear multiple gloves on her hands. How come elevators in this game only have up or down buttons? Like, do they just go all the way to the basement and all the way to the roof? How do you control all the different floors they go to? Look, it's their hands. They're like my hands. Look cool. Pair of feet. The new Ian, I should really look at the environment more when I'm streaming. So people can use it. I really like visually this game is. I've always felt like, you know, you have to do like an action plot, because like when I was reading stuff about the Kowloon Walled City, and it's like it would be so cool. And they were talking about they were interviewing postmen who work there. I didn't like a lot. In previous games, it kind of froze at this point, and I had to restart. And how they had to learn all the little paths on the roofs and going through windows, and how to get from one place to another to get anywhere else. And it's like, that would be a really cool use of the Mirror's Edge game too, you know? Like, it doesn't have to be that you're fighting people. You could be like a hardcore mail delivery person in a city like the walled city where everything's so close together. You've got to remember all the places you've got to go to and get everything on time. That'd be good. Yeah, I think Mirror's Edge appeals to me, just like Dead Rising appeals to me, because so much of the game, like, yeah, some of it is gameplay, Mirror's Edge, but it's pretty rudimentary, right? Like, I'm using WASD and the mouse, and mostly all you have is a jump button. It's like Mario. I mean, you've got a couple other buttons to use too, but mostly all you're doing is pressing jump. And like Mario, that simple mechanic can be really interesting, and you feel like you have a lot of control because of that, because everything's not super automated. Like, it's not like I've got combos or like press this button to cling to a wall, press this button to go to stealth mode or whatever. I feel like I'm doing everything myself because I'm essentially controlling all of my movements. Which is why it's very annoying when anything has to be automated to just do it, if it do it, or you're slightly off, and I think that's right. But, so I really like that, and I like that a lot of this game is sort of my own understanding of the level, my own navigational skills, memorization, organization. Like Dead Rising. Sorry, this part might not look so good. So because I didn't go through the glass at the bottom, it doesn't activate these guards. And therefore, I can break the glass right on top of them and they don't react. And it also means I've got time in this part. See, normally if you do it the other way, then the guards activate. And you've got to deal with the machine gun guard while you do that part. And it can be very dangerous. Whereas here, I can do it on my own leisure. Oh, there's just glass falling on my head. I'm sure that's normal. They don't pay that guard enough to look up. So this is another janitorial thing where it's like, this is the janitor's room and exit. There's even an exit here, right? It says like, exit. How do normal people get up here?
Looks like my little friend is back.
Think he's the assassin?
I don't know, but I think I just...
Because the little runner person is of slight build, no bigger or taller than Faith, it's weird that they just assume that the person is male. Right from the beginning, they just keep referring to them as he. And that immediately told me that the twist was going to be a woman. Whenever there's no reason for characters to assume gender of a masked individual, but they very purposefully keep gendering the character male, you just know that the twist is going to be it's a woman.
Thanking me, right?
When I got there, guess
Oblivious policeman.
No idea.
I love the oblivious policeman.
Pretzels.
bad case of the blues.
Maybe he's a sympathizer.
Anything about that, would you?
No! Me! If I wanted you dead, don't you think I would have just killed you myself?
A creep like you would have organized.
Now, don't be like that.
Ropeburn's dead.
I'm impressed.
Wasn't me.
You need to be careful who you hang around with.
Oh, I learned that a long time ago.
And yet, here we are again. But I'm afraid I'm gonna have to cut this little meeting short, Fakey. Places to be.
I suspect that the Rihanna Pratchett plot that was mostly cut from this game involved Faith and Jackknife.
Pretending not to listen now.
There's a hint that, like, they have a prior relationship, and it sounds like they used to be. But,
Ropeburn's office and
but we don't exactly know what it is. The reason they cut it apparently is Rihanna Pratchett included a lot of in-game dialogue, and they thought it'd be more immersive if Faith wasn't talking while we were playing her.
The world, apparently.
And actually, I agree because,
Offices around town. Just got a new place down near the docks.
like, because I'm streaming,
go check it out.
I'm not talking to Mark as much as I tend to. Where, if I'm just listening to him in my ears, sometimes I'm just like, "Shut up, Mark! I'm real loud. I know I have to run. I know there are guards behind me." Not helping. Mark is very pushy. I've always thought that, like, a great cooperative game would be someone being
Should be a way in.
Merc when you're Faith, like those person can have access to maps and stuff. And that would be very interesting. Okay, I screwed up, but I'm still alive. That's why I wasn't moving, because I didn't want to accidentally kill myself. I normally take a different route. but I'll do whatever works. Normally, I kind of combine all 3 routes. Like, there are 3 different ways to get down here. And I usually take that rope, grab that rope to hit this pinwheel thing. But because I missed that wall run, I've made the mistake in the past where I've missed the wall run and I've tried to jump and salvage it and I've fallen. But that's why this time I just stayed in place. And it was smart because nothing better. I'm kind of so frightened. This game is frightening. This is the one part in the game where Merc cuts out, and I don't know why. Why does he cut out in this part? Not in the tunnels, not in the sewers, not in the subway station. It's not even like this part is particularly hard to figure out. I hate this part. It's Sniper's Edge. Okay, now's this room. Oh, this room is like 50-50 death room. Even with the melee I did it. It was so... I hate this room. Nothing good can come of it. There used to be a faster but much more dangerous way I used to do it. Of course, if this goes wrong, it can look like I don't know what I'm doing. There's an annoying off chance he's going to shoot that barrel. And if he hits that barrel, I'm dead. More of that can happen. That's not good. Not good, not good, not good. No! Fuck! Ah, I died. I was doing so well, I just screwed up that jump and then the other guards came in and I thought they weren't going to be able to do that. Now he's probably going to hit the ball. See? Look! It should have just gone like that. Ugh. I'm so upset at myself. I could have done that without dying. I was trying not to talk about the fact that I hadn't died. I know it's silly to think about jinxing here. I just didn't want to have that in my mind. But yeah, this was one of my best runs so far. Not only had I not died, I hadn't even gone into like a really bad screw up where I barely salvaged it. It was going so smoothly. Right, I died. No, fake.
Hurry up before they find you.
These two doors open up in two different ways for some reason. That's why you have to open them separately. This door opens inward, and the other door opens inward the other way. So you have to push up, you have to break them open separately. Okay. Sometimes she does that. You have to make sure she doesn't go too far and jump over the other side. Nearest duty. It is nearest duty. Next time the police will remember to set up a sniper to be ready to target the gun at the outfits. Yeah, nobody was really watching that guy's position.
Could be some kind of training room. Great.
Well, you're not gonna watch history happen, like Amy history happen
What the hell's left?
today.
Us. Merc, get your gun.
You know that's never too far away.
That no, I just feel annoyed because that part
Is Project Icarus
went smoothly. It went perfectly.
wants to the
He didn't shoot the barrel. I took out the two guards,
come after us.
and then I missed the jump, which doesn't even usually end my run.
Why is it great?
Because usually I can recover, but the other two guards came out and shot me.
The guy I saw at the mall. Seen him on a camera. On the deck of a boat at the dock.
Look, Faith, you've done enough. Right now, seems you're sitting in a lion's den. So please, haul ass out of there.
But it was my fault because I missed that jump, the wall run jump.
Chatter's gone berserk. Blues know you're there. Get out now.
Oh shit.
Always something. Oh, I hate the anti-runs. There's another part coming up anyways that I probably won't be able to do about that because I haven't figured out how to do it. Luckily, no one can stop the elevators. In this game, elevators are... I can't see the death count on the screen. It went up when I hit the button, right? Because I think I turned that on the hotkey. At least I'm pretty sure I turned it on the hotkey. Okay, so I should have worked on this. Ow. Shut up, man. How does Merc even know what's going on? Does he have a little drone following me?
Nice work. Look, I'm gonna try and get the word out on the network about Icarus. Warn the other runners.
Do it. I'm going after that guy.
This is essentially a loading screen. They're only in between level cutscene, which has no plot whatsoever.
Now don't go just charging.
You can skip this boat with a glitch. I don't glitch. I don't use glitches, and also it requires dying or exiting.
There must be some way to slip in undercover.
So the first two rooms of this boat are the dangerous ones. After that, you can't really die, until you get to the fight.
Throwaway action, Faith.
Which last time I died at the fight because I was not paying attention.
What the hell is in this boat anyway?
No idea. Could be munitions, I guess. Might be to do with this Project Icarus. Look, head straight for the deck if that's where you saw this guy. Once you found your killer, get some answers and get out fast. Lots of blue traffic in the area, so get ready for a fight.
Oh, good. The problem with this game is having to maintain concentration for 2 hours, but then, like, if I do that the Rising 2, I'm gonna have to maintain concentration for 10 minutes. Even though I know everything to do, and I know I can do a perfect run of the Rising 2. I've done it in parts, and I have everything laid out perfectly. Dead Rising 2 isn't quite as stringent as Dead Rising 1, so it's just about managing time and schedule and remembering the schedule. You don't have to be perfect. You do to rescue everybody the way you have to in Dead Rising 1. But and the reason I played Dead Rising 2 is because I don't have an Xbox 360, and at the time I started playing Dead Rising 1 was not available on PC. Now that it is, I will do it after I do Dead Rising, just because I've been practicing so much. But having to maintain your focus and not just screw up and get yourself killed by a boss who's not paying attention. Like, even on stream, I've had problems where I've just gotten tired. Especially when you get to the poker game and you have to really play it smart. Even if all the gambling books, you have to play the poker game smart. And it becomes like an issue when you've been, like, by the time you get to the poker game, you've been playing for 5 hours. And then so, like, I have done it all the way to the poker game and then screwed up because I was tired and I was trying to make the poker game go faster. got a heavy machine gun, he won't move, which makes it very difficult to try to do anything to try to get rid of them. Because it's just so hard to get. He won't move, so you can't lure him away or anything. But yeah, and then I got to the poker game and I made a bad bet because I was playing the odds, but mostly it was just that I was tired and wanted to get over it. So when I finally one day tried to do like a full perfect run of Dead Rising 2, I'm going like that's something that's going to be hard not to fight, which is when you're really tired. I'm gonna try to do it here once, and if it doesn't work, then my computer seems to stutter at this point, so I can't do this well. Alright, forget it. I'm gonna do it another one. Speak.
Should be a way through to the top deck above you, near car deck 6. Stay in cover and work your way towards them. Time to get some answers.
But here's sort of a question I've never understood. When you fight them, where's the sniper rifle? They had a sniper rifle. Obviously, they're just shooting it. If his face doesn't actually get the cool moves that the mysterious runner gets, you have to fight them this way. This is actually the way even Speaker understood it, which I was glad to see when I actually watched it. I was like, oh, I figured out the way that you're supposed to do it. That's good. I always thought there was probably a more elegant way to do it, because I was like, no way would they force you to video game it. But no. There's no cool moves that you can do. They can do cool moves on you, but you can't do cool moves. I'm not gonna spoil the plot twist, which you probably already know if you've heard me talking. I mean, it's not much of a twist. Since I've already speculated on the agenda, there's only so many characters this can be. Actually, I should be careful because last time I died for out of my carelessness. At this point, Fate should know who it is based on the noises they're making to hit them. No. Done! Kablam! Dead Rising 2 is a really good game. It's even more so than Dead Rising 1 in a way. Like Dead Rising 1's harder because it's got much more stringent time limits. But it's also easier because you've got the photography to level yourself up faster. You don't have anything like that in Dead Rising 2, and you've got to worry about money because you need to have a certain amount of money at certain points in order to get survivors. Although if you beat the poker game, then you don't have to worry. But there are a whole bunch of different things that you have to do. Like the poker game is just ridiculous. And so in that way, it's kind of more than the ending. And it's also longer because they've got an extra, besides overtime mode, it's an extra day at the end. Like if you play the game up to 72 hours, you won't just end the game. Like the military will come in and everyone will die.
They had you kill him or me. Sorry about Kate. Didn't know she was your sis.
These people have laser sights and they can't hit Faith. They've got machine guns to the laser sight and they're completely missing her. And then he takes out the barrels and kills them all. See, this is where I'm pretty sure the game supports that Faith doesn't have a problem with killing people. Like the fact that she can even scroll out of there like an action hero and not worry about getting shot in the back implies that everyone's either dead or unconscious. Probably.
They found her guilty, Faith.
Of course they did.
Convoys.
These people are, the guards at this game are worse than stormtroopers. Stormtroopers don't have laser sights in them.
Drake's organizing a rifle drop near the new CCC building.
So this is the level where I've had problems lately with buying due to the fact that I haven't figured out the fastest way. I haven't figured out a way to not get tased by the evil runners that I'm trying to climb a pipe. I wasn't actually sure I'd make that jump, which is why I didn't break fall. Because if you break fall and you grab the ledge, then you fall off. Because the break fall button and the let go of ledge button is the same button. Which is a bad idea, although it simplifies the game. Please don't tase me. Hate the evil ones. Oddly, despite being introduced in the previous level and showing up in this level, they don't show up again. You kind of thought, like I know the first time I played this I figured that the evil runners, after they were introduced, and especially when you run into them here, that you were going to get tons of them to be part of this game. But you don't. The part up ahead where I have problems with them is the last time you see them. I'm probably gonna have problems with them again, because I haven't yet figured out whether I should try killing them, which is very difficult, because they're very dodgy, or whether I should try doing it. I haven't figured it out. It upsets me, because I have everything else in this game figured out. They're right behind me. Maybe if I just ran past these two guards completely. But then I'm just gonna get shot when I land up here. Oh shoot, I missed it. Never mind. This is not gonna work. Oh, this is such a bad idea. Back me. This is so bad. Oh fuck. Heal, Faith. Heal. Heal. You need to heal. There's one there. There's one there. Okay, so this is not going well at all. This is not the way I meant to do it. I meant to try to grab this and climb up. The problem is that even if you get to the very top of this, they can tase you off it. I'm not sure how they're 12 feet tall, but they can. They don't even jump at you, they just somehow manage to tase you off the pole. Maybe they tase the pole itself. And that's the problem. I haven't yet been able... Like, I've done it before, but for some reason, most of the time, the timing is all wrong for me. Anyway, so you just saw a very comical Amy barely survives running around in circles getting rid of off-road guards. That's not my finest work. But it worked. Oh goodness. There was one time I survived the parking lot when everything went wrong. I activated every guard in the room. And there were like 8 guards, machine guns chasing me. And I managed to get out of that ring alive. It was great. It was great. Kim was around for that. It was like the greatest pulling it completely on my butt ever. So, but here's the scaffolding. I hate the scaffolding. The scaffolding is not fun. Yes, folks, that was a perfect scaffolding. I died so many times the first time I played this. Like, if it wasn't for me listening to sports podcasts and drawing back with myself, I would have been so frustrated. Honestly, bad I don't have a webcam on because it'd be great on my face. I mean, I actually have done perfect scaffolding several times in a row. And I think lately I've done it more perfect than I have not done it perfect. But it's still, because it's like one mistake and you die, right? Sort of like in real life, Don't Look Down, it's the same thing, where it's not that hard as much as you can't think about one mistake and you die. Wait, I fell off the pipe. Oh my god, that was stupid.
Get that convoy in your sight.
Right at the end, I didn't think I needed to balance myself anymore.
I'm gonna patch you into the CPF channel the convoy's using.
See, if you're trying to do it for speed, if you die there, you end up at the bottom, so it's actually faster to just die.
Looking good. Route is clear.
Oh, that was careless of me. Right at the end, I shouldn't have fought. I should have right. Stand up. Ah, that was almost perfect. Had I not gotten careless right at the end where I thought that, like I thought I was right on the ceiling. I didn't think that if I fell, I would have died, but I should have balanced myself. Right at the end, I was like, I should probably balance just to be safe, but I thought I was already at the ceiling. Lark! Lark.
I can't believe you've done all this.
Final level coming up. We'll see how lucky I get.
It's Merc. He's a friend. He'll guide you away from here. I'll lead the blues away.
There's a couple rooms of death. There's 3 rooms of death. So here's the thing I don't get. You know that they know where you live because you saw they had all the info on all the runners, including where you live. You know that Celeste is evil. And she knows where you live. So why would you abandon base? Like, and why would you tell Fates to go back to Merc's place? You know everyone knows where he lives now because you discovered Project Icarus.
They took Kate. I got some of the bastards, though.
Where'd they go?
I heard them mention the Shard.
The mayor's place?
Yeah.
Shit, Merc. Let me get someone, a doctor.
Ain't gonna happen, Faith.
I'm sorry, Merc. I'm so sorry.
No sorries. Just don't let them win.
Just don't let them win.
I won't, Merc.
Oh no! Merc has died.
Thanks, kiddo.
Ah, Merc is dead. So this is where it becomes like an action movie again. Like, they want to execute your sister, right? Because they want to blame the cop for the murder of Pope, and that way replace the cops with private security. That's the whole thing. So, so they had already said they wanted to kill her, and then now they have a perfect excuse that she's a fugitive on the run. So if they had just killed her now, they could have said she was killed while resisting arrest. She's a fugitive. It's the perfect cover story. Instead, they capture her for no reason, and they take her to the top of the tallest building in the city for no reason. It's an action movie. It's just so that it's just so the plot can force a confrontation with the hero at the top of the mayor's tower for Audemars. It's cute. I mean, like, I'm amused how, like, tropey it is, but it makes no sense whatsoever. There's no reason A, your sister should still be alive, and B, that they would take, like, where were they gonna take her? They took her to the top of the building to get a helicopter. To take her where? To take her to Conspiracy Island. I hate this part. because it takes time for her to hit that button. You're always turning her back to the fire. I hate that part. So that's death room 1. Death room 1 has been cleared. Luckily, no one can get me while I'm in the elevator.
Security firm here in Delaware Cruiser have been authorized for more updates on the hour.
Good work. Check her.
He is a really good shot.
No. Right now, you're Kate's best hope.
He shot them right in the neck between their helmet and their armor. Both of them.
What's going on?
Double wielding. Why isn't he the hero of this game?
Rope gun?
Yes, you were right about it. I tried to get answers myself.
So if it turns out it's a war between private security trying to replace the cops, and the cops are actually on my side because they don't want to get replaced. How come? And now that the lieutenant is on my side, how come you can't get cops to help me? Have cops stormed this building? Why do I have to take on everybody by myself? And what's he going to do? Just like there are all these guards in this room, right? That is right behind him. Like the room that I just kicked open. That's where he is. How come they don't just go and murder him? I don't think too much about this game, but I do. Take this part. So much. Ow. Okay, I had a memory glitch in my head where I forgot what I was supposed to do. It almost cost me, but it didn't. It almost did. That's what I saw. It was close. Yeah, I really actually like the parts where the elevator door just slams shut and the bullets just ricochet off because you take a deep breath. Just like Faith probably would in real life, where it's just, barely. And I know it's all scripted in a way, like it's meant to be like that. Although I'm sure if you killed all the guards in the room, you could get this out. But it is still really cool. That's how great the conspiracy is. No one knows what's going on. It is true, Kim, that so many games just kind of forget that conspiracies have to have a point. They just have conspiracy. I guess it's sort of true of a lot of conspiracy theories, though, where, like, what's the point of the moon landing conspiracy? What's the point of, like, all sorts of conspiracy? One of the most interesting things about the moon landing conspiracy, one of the most interesting approaches, is a video on YouTube where a veteran Hollywood and like special effects cinematographer. Okay, so these things can actually kill you. I waited too long, so I didn't want to take the chance that one of those elevator things is going to come by and kill you. It looks like there are but they can actually kill you.
There should be an entrance to the ventilation system somewhere in there. It'll take you outside, but you should be able to find a way back in on the other side of the building. Might just be enough to throw them off the fence.
And he was actually talking about how he kind of approached it the other way, right? Which is rather than whether or not they could make it to the moon, it was that they did not have the technology to fake the moon landing, as in terms of Hollywood, which is like you take for granted because, like nowadays CGI and special effects can do anything, right? And there's this people who grew up on movies just sort of take it for granted that Hollywood can do anything, but really they can't, especially if you're thinking about 1960s Hollywood and what they could accomplish, and having to fake it for the extended period of time you would have to for the moon landing. Like what it means is that there were no cuts, there were no film changes, because it was all broadcast live in a continuous stream on television, right? So, and if people say that it was slowed down and everything, then the amount of footage you would actually have to use is even greater. So, they didn't have the capacity to do it. Which is, I thought, was a really interesting way to analyze it the other way, where it's like, forget whether or not the moon landing was possible from whether you had the technology to fly to the moon, did you have the technology to fake a moon landing? And apparently you did not.
I see you now. There's another team guarding this area. You can get back in on the other side.
But anyway, so back to Kim Wickham's point, this is sort of like people in television, like in these fictional things. It's like, what's the point of a conspiracy? It's like there's a conspiracy, but there doesn't seem to be a point for the conspiracy. What's the conspiracy trying to accomplish? I don't know what the conspiracy is trying to accomplish. I mean, I get that they're trying to kill a politician they don't like, and they want to frame the cops with no place of growth. I'm having an issue here. I forgot what I'm doing. Yeah, it took too long. Yeah, that was sort of bad. I hope this doesn't cost me. I had another brain fight. Wow. Pull yourself up, please. On to the final room. I don't know how I'm gonna do the final room yet. I haven't decided whether I'm gonna do the easy way or the hard way or whatever. Currently I have a way to do it, but it's not guaranteed. Nothing is guaranteed. There are no guarantees in life. I could do it the safe way, or I could do it the quick way and hope that I get it done. I'm gonna take a risk. I will take a chance. You always say that. I want to take a chance. Like The Simpsons. Oh, this part. I really like this part. See, I think like stuff like this is just really cool world building. Like cool, like immersion where you can see yourself rising to the top of the city. I don't understand why destroying all the servers unlocks the door to the top ring. That part I think is. I'm gonna give it a shot. I'm gonna try to do it the dangerous way for one shot. And if I die, I die. And if I don't die, well, I don't know. I have to pay attention though. There's no captioning for the voice. Which is a little frustrating. So you need to get them to destroy the servers if you're not going to do it yourself. And this room is so good. Oh, I destroyed all the banks. I couldn't hear it. No, I think I still have a bit. Yeah, those banks ahead I would destroy. Okay, half our banks have been destroyed. Now comes the hard part, because like, this is still new to me, so I still don't fully understand the layout of, like, the layout of the room and the way I'm going to do it. I did it! I'm alive! Barely. I did it! I did it! I did it! Now, see, you can do it, but I found that doing the little hops throws his aim off just enough so that you don't die. But you've got to get past the heavy machine gunner and keep your back to him there at that point. And now we have the final reveal of the conspiracy that makes no sense. No faith. This sets up a sequel that never happens. Mostly because once you see the ending, you'll kind of be like, but how are you gonna have this? Like, Celeste is probably dead, and you can't bring her back unless you bring her back evil as kids. And Mercury is dead. I love this part because it's so meta, where he just says, I prefer to think of it as an ending. Like, he knows this ending makes no sense. Everyone knows this ending makes no sense. He's just like, whatever, end the game. You have to jump. Did I just to death run this? I was a little pole balance off of one death run of this. And if it wasn't for one pole balance and one missed wall run, I know that I would have no death there. This is my best run on stream ever, and I did it in front of my biggest audience ever. Yes, I did it. I mean, I didn't know definite, but I got close. And if it wasn't for two careless mistakes, especially one of them, this would, like, almost everything went right except for a couple, like, okay, I still didn't get that one area done right. I still ended up having to take out all 4 guards. And I almost died and I scrambled. But this was so good. This was one of my best runs on stream. I'm very happy. I'm very happy you all got to see it. Look at that, the little 2 in the corner. I think the best I've ever done with the death counter was 7. And this is a 2. And before that it was free, except that I didn't count my first 2 deaths at the beginning because I was on the first level and I could easily have restarted. So it was technically 5 deaths. I took the first 2 off because I just didn't feel like restarting the second before I clicked, like, right off the bat. But, but this is actually 2. I didn't even not count them. And I'm kicking myself for those careless mistakes. Like, I should have balanced myself. I could have had a 1. But it's okay. That was good. I'm glad. I showed you guys a good run. I'm happy. I was worried that now that I told everyone on Nesher Girls I stream, people got tuned in. They watch me die hundreds of times. I mean, she's so bad at this game. Why does she play? Anyways. Okay, so do people want me to keep streaming something? Because I can stream other things. It's late, but it's not super late, and today is supposed to be the day I was supposed to take a day off from school, although I did do school. So, if people want me to, I can stream something else. I can't stream Velvet Assassin because I still haven't downloaded it. And I probably won't be able to download it and install it in anything less than another 15 minutes. So, if people want me to break for 15 minutes and install Velvet Assassin, I can do that, or I can play Sims free. People seem to like watching me play Sims free, even though no one talks to me when I play it. or I can play something else. If any requests of games I might have. If people want me to keep playing. If people don't want me to keep streaming, then I'll call it a night. And I'll probably just... Thank you, Kiramiku. I appreciate that. I know my first if you told me when they first started playing Mirror's Edge that I would eventually get good enough where I barely die, I would be pretty amazed because this game is so easy to die. And like, as I said, when I first played it, I died so many times. So here's my question: how did they get off the roof of that building? I know I ask this question every time the game ends, but it's always bothered me. It's like, you know how sometimes at the end of movies, you're like, but haven't they completely wrecked everybody's lives? Or like, shouldn't this person be arrested by cops for all the other stuff they've done throughout the movie? Like, you beat the bad guy, and it's like, yeah, but you also caused tons of car crashes. You caused so much collateral damage, how come you're not being arrested? It's the same thing where they end up on top of a building that I just left all those guards behind. You saw all those guard rooms I just left behind. The building is crawling with guards. And there were also 4 guards behind Fate before that final sequence. And it's the same helipad that they land on. I used to think that they landed on a different building, but no, they're on top of the shard. So the guards on the roof disappeared. And for some reason, like, she hugs her sister and that's the end of the game. Somehow they get off that roof. Or maybe they don't get off the roof. That's why Mirror's Edge Catalyst is not in the universe, because they can't explain how this game ends. Okay, good night, Kim. Take care. Sims 3 is very sweet to watch. I guess people like watching these Sims about. I always worry that I'm not entertaining people enough in The Sims because I don't really know what I'm doing. I feel like there's no goal in The Sims, you just kind of let them live and live their lives. They're not even doing anything interesting. Well, 2 of them have started like a lesbian relationship. That's kind of interesting. But other than that, they haven't wrecked the house. I like building stuff. It's once I made the family and I built the house, and I don't know what I'm doing. Okay, so if you're in the chat, please let me know if you want me to do something else. If you would like me to play The Sims or do something. Otherwise, I might sign off for the night, but I might play again tomorrow. It depends on how I feel, because I'm still a bit sick, and how I'm dealing with my school. If I've done stuff and I have time, I will probably stream a little. This was very tense because I knew I was doing so well. I was very tense throughout the entire second half of this run. But I managed to focus. Talking to you people helped a lot, and just sort of keeping, like, I think what helps me for something like Mirror's Edge is I have to be relaxed. Like, I have to not think too much about what I'm doing, but I have to think enough to get past some of the tricky areas. Where there were a couple parts where I actually did have enough focus to do it, and I think that's why I did so well. Okay. I like how they think by House Walk, which is the restaurant they were probably all eating at every day or ordering from while programming this game. Which, I mean, that makes sense. I just am amused whenever they think, like, places to help them. It's like that one guy who makes really bad movies. He shows up on Red Letter Media now, but he used to criticize his movies on it. And he used to thank the people at PetSmart at the end of all his movies, and they were wondering why, and they were always speculating, like, does he work at PetSmart? Is he casting from employees from PetSmart? Like, why does he think the people at PetSmart are then the wrong ones? I don't know if they ever got an answer to that. Okay, the people watching is sort of tuning out. So I guess that's it. Oh, thanks. Someone was watching on Twitter. I almost did it. I was one. There was a point while playing today where I wondered if this was going to be it. The first time I tell everyone on Escher Goes I'm streaming, that it would also be when I pull off the no death run, which would be kind of weird because then I would have nothing to try for in the future. A fast no death run, but no, it wasn't to be. But it was close. It was close, if not for two mistakes. So I know I can do it now. If I had just done those two a little perfectly, a little more, it would have been great. Although I did get lucky. Like that's the other thing. I need luck in a lot of those guard rooms, and I got luck in a lot of those guard rooms. But okay, since no one's responding in the chat that they want me to do anything else, I should really come up with some sort of other than the infinite merit, the infinite thing. I should really come up with something. But yeah, I don't know what else I could play. I could play Proteus. If people want me to stick around to talk, I can run around in Proteus. It'll be calming to people, maybe. Well, now there's 7 people in there. Or I can play Scribblenauts. Velvet Assassin is paused right now. Oh yeah, Vampire the Masquerade is a game that I wanted to play, but I don't think I don't think I want to start a new game. I mean, mostly it'll just be me wondering about. Nobody's saying anything. Does anyone have a preference? Do you want me to keep playing? If you want me to keep playing, I'll keep playing. I'm not ready to call it a night. I guess the options are probably. Oh, I can play Metroid. The Metroid 2 remake. I can play the Metroid 2 remake. I can play 20XX. I can play Proteus, or I can play Sims 3. Those are the options. The things people want to play. Scribblenauts. Okay, I'll play Scribblenauts. Somebody wanted to play Scribblenauts. I will play Scribblenauts and Mask. This is a DC. This is a DC one. Oh, I should. I have to change. My thing. So, okay. I'll stop the stream and start a new stream. Just to split the video. I think. The watching just dropped off. I guess we would have wanted to play Scrim. Well, I'll play for a little while. I haven't really played Scrim. And I've never really played this one. I'm gonna turn down the volume because everyone always asks me to turn down the volume. And Scribblenauts music isn't that interesting anyways. So it's Batman. If there's something like. Okay, so I'm scribbling now. Oh, it's too zoomed in. Give me a second. That's all right. Is this right, or is this still a little off? No, it's still a little off. It looks like, no, wait, not a lot off. That's just my YouTube skin. Okay. Okay. I don't remember how to play this game. Ow. Add adjective. Frozen. Oh, it's frozen. What should I do? Green. Let's make him a green one. Yeah, I fixed him. He's good now. I don't think he has to be frozen. Oh, no, wait. He's still evil. Let's make him good. Hey, Riddler. Riddler has a puzzle. What's this puzzle? The more you take away, the larger it grows. What is it? Oh. The more you take away, the larger it grows. It seems like it should be a simple thing. Did he die? Ow! I thought I turned to good. We're freezing you again. What's the little note I just took? I'm sure I've like that. Picnic basket in danger. Oh. Yes. Oh no! Oh, I failed. I failed my mission. Cage? I don't put people in cage. Oh, I should have said he's full, so he couldn't go eating things. Oh no, he just killed that guy. I'm failing my job as a superhero. I need a disguise. Evil suit. No? I need the disguise. What's a disguise? Mask. Yeah. Oops. No. Mask. I thought we're fighting each other. Okay, get off it. Let's go. Why am I in a suit? I don't see this. What is that? Widow. It says the more you take away, the larger it grows. I should know this one. It sounds like a simple puzzle, isn't it? Does anyone have an answer to this? I'm not particularly. Oh, the suit is attacking me. If there's an evil suit. Hey, Leon. And it's a hole? Oh. No, I don't know what I was supposed to say. The Riddler died because someone killed him. Why are you attacking me? Calm. You're supposed to be calm. Crypto? Oh, that's not Crypto. That's Bizarro Crypto. Oh, if he's Bizarro Crypto, then maybe I have to write him the opposite. Nope. Didn't work. No. What if I put you on the leash? No. Hold on. I'm gonna have to leash you somewhere, evil Crypto. Bizarro Crypto. What can I tie you to? Ow. What? No, I didn't mean to leash you. Stop shooting me. Why does everyone in this game keep attacking me? You're not fast enough. This is not as fun as the original. I agree with the original. I wish we had some stars. Okay. Stars. Thanks. Yay! What the? You see, now the alien showed up instead of attacking me. Spawned. It's Batman. It's the Dark Knight Returns Batman. It's Hush. What does Hush want? Oh no, we need to shock tour guy. Vault. No. Black Lightning. This is just like an ad for DC Comics. No, I want you to shock the person. Black Lightning, stop fighting. Oh my god, you're gonna kill Hush. No, this is not going wrong. That's not what I want you to do. This is not going horribly wrong. Control. Can I control him? Oh, good. Attacking him. Shock. You know, that's how I just have to type shock. Oh, nice. You locate my flatbed and return it for. Alright. What does your flatbed look like? Oh, this truck? He shocked your entire likeness. Like he has the power of a god. I'm sure he's become a weird dictator. How do you even solve it else? Anyways, everyone's dying. I don't. Oh, I think that when the Riddler was alive, I should have made her home. Bizarro Justice League have invaded. Okay. There's so much fighting in this game. I've heard that as a criticism that this game, like unlike the other ones, which were more about problem solving, this one is more about fighting. And kind of the ending of Scribblenauts. Bizarro, don't be Bizarro. How do I... Can I make Bizarro into not Bizarro? Cute? Not even cute. If this was a tiara on his head. Paralyzed. See, I don't like just changing your enemies. It's sort of a cop-out. Nightmare versus Joker. Yes. Here's Croc, leader of chaos, ran through the streets. Uh-oh, there's Joker. Lily, come in. I found the clown car. It's Joker, alright, and Doppelganger is with him. No wonder Batman thought you were the bad guy. Where did Doppelganger? Uh-oh. Batman's here. I liked this game before it got a license. Now it just feels like it's so heavily tied in. I don't really feel like I can do much crazy stuff. Because most of these people are attacking me, so it's just trying to figure out how to add adjectives to get top. You deal with anything with Doppelganger. Well, he deals with this. Particularly, icon at the bottom of this. Can I make Magneto? No, wait, that's the wrong. Giant magnet. How does a giant magnet not stop a metal dinosaur? What if I rusted it? Rusted. What else can I do to a giant metal dinosaur? Giant... Oh, comet. A comet killed a dinosaur, right? Or a meteorite. Okay, that worked. Alright, my Robosaur! Okay, let's get out of here. Good job, but don't directly attack Doppelganger. You need them unharmed to figure out what's going on. Give me something to fight Joker with. Bat? What can I give? What's a funny thing I can give them? Bat? Like I could give a battery. Bat dinosaur? Fire. Look. Bat shield. Oh, I already used the word bat, so I can't use it again. Can you give Batman a Batman? Hey. Oh, stop streaming. I didn't know that it stopped streaming. So, sorry about that. Deep below, way in there. I'm gonna start right up to there. She's the bat computer. Alfred. I've got to contact the Justice League for all this. It appears the star has returned some power to your globe. You're right, Mr. Pennyworth. The globe now has enough power to teleport again. Not enough to get us home. I'm pretty sure that since my globe has some power now, any more starites you collect will automatically be absorbed by it, Maxwell. So you won't have to bring them back here every time. Master Maxwell, as you are no doubt aware, Master Bruce funds the Batman's efforts worldwide through Batman Incorporated. I am called upon occasionally to act as an advisor to the Batman. As such, he has asked me to make you feel at home during your stay. Is this the thing, like, when Iron Man was Tony Stark's bodyguard? From here in the Batcave, we will provide access to the Hero Creator, a tool you may use to create your own hero. These heroes can then be shared with friends who can help you on your. Behind me is the Bat Computer, a database full of information. Heroes and also use it to unlock you questions. Due to the severity of the situation, Batman has instructed me to grant you both of you full access. Pick the Bat. Use the Bat Computer to search for your favorite characters, read files, unlock costumes for Max. But this is just, we're gonna get kids into DC Comics. But this is like basically all I can. Wow, it really is. I'm sorry for the stream cutting out. I didn't notice that it did. Anybody still watching? It's Donald Trump. That guy looks like that. It's Superman without the underwear. Wearing bags. Maxwell, isn't it? Batman told me you'd be arriving together. You don't always sound like Superman. It's an honor to meet you. Oh man, I'm so jealous right now, Maxwell. We'll meet soon enough, won't we? What? How did you hear me? Super hearing, of course. You shouldn't spy on other people's conversation. Now, young man, Batman tells me. Oh, is that Supergirl? Batman tells me. Superman, you okay? Oh no, it's Mr. Mixoplex. The fifth dimension troublemaker. Hey, that's pretty impressive. Okay. I think, kiddo, I've been hearing a lot of people talking about how impressive your power of imagination is. Have they? That's great. Oh, they're wrong. My imagination, obviously. Move it, pencil. Sometimes when you teleport to creation, I'm gonna spice things. This game is so plot heavy. This is the old one. But issuing you challenges personally imagined by yours truly. Okay. What kind of challenges? I don't know. Maybe I'll make everyone headless. Maybe I'll prevent you from weapons. If you can still complete your task with the limitations I set, you'll earn double your reputation. Of course, if you don't want to try these challenge accepted. It's complete. That's weird. That man tells me you've been helping. Why is this game so plot heavy? That man tells me you've been helping him with all starrightness. What? You're unfrozen. What do you mean? Oh, nothing. Yes. Look, we can work together to fix what your doppelganger has done. Well, the starrights are solved my problem. Fortunately, I saw doppelganger reflects, which makes this my problem as well. Luther clearly wants to take advantage of starright's powers. However, not only is Metropolis a madhouse, but doppelganger's work has not been seen all over the world. Maxwell, listen, I'm the ability to use my globe to travel anywhere you want now. You can stay here and help Superman or travel to other places. You already have unlocked Gotham and the police. However, Alfred and I have received word that Green Lantern is here. Oh, by the way, there are 3 kinds of reputation: Gotham, Metro, and Justice League. Trying to unlock more of them. Thanks for that info, Lily. Don't worry, I'm gonna make everything. Click the glove button. Okay, whatever, I wanna help. Co-ed? Co-ed is an English word? I wonder what that is. How come I can't move? Oh. How come I still can't move? Did giving Batman... I gave Batman a Catwoman in that way. Yo, help. Yar, me canon is spelled that M. Pirate Batman. I can't believe all of Grant Morrison's stuff is canon for the kids' games too. It's him. Get Catwoman to rob you so we can catch her. Where's Catwoman? Someone's painting civilians. Oh, actually, what? I sprayed him. Did he die? What happened? I have to talk to Catwoman. There, okay. I have to be raw. I'm gonna give myself a time. Maxwell, we have incoming alerts. Are you ready to move on? Let's go to Lux Club. Can you locate my chalkboard? There? It's weird that I just tell you where. I got info for you from friends. Bribe this. See, I hate this. I don't find this quite so as much fun as the other one, because it's like just everyone kind of wants to kill me, and the solutions to problems are pretty straightforward. I make myself faster. Yeah, I can't. Well, you don't want to be asking the shop card? Right? Retrieve the package while harming the courier. What? Where's the courier? What happened? Let everyone go. Yeah, here it is. Thank you. Is there? Age never works the way Is it? No, that's not quite right either. Hold on. I guess I start willing. Anybody in the chat have ideas on what I should be doing? There's just too many enemies here. What is going to keep? Urban graffiti. Smart. Water gun. How come they still want to attack me despite that? How do I even stop attacking? Your piece. Ah. I hate just having fees, but too much place. They're still evil though. How do I stop them? I can't make another handcuffs at this point. The thing is that the other ones are better. Like, I played the original Scribblenauts or at least the normal Scribblenauts. Super Scribblenauts, I think. I have that one too, and it's a lot more fun. There's a lot more puzzle solving. This one has much less puzzle solving because mostly the people are attacked. I've read reviews that come it didn't build on the original. Mostly it's just sort of an advertisement. Robot. Actually, how do I get rid of this? How do I get rid of stuff? You can reverse the steps. Why does the guitar have health? Everything is health, I think. Near the Daily Planet, I cried for help its health. Another Alexis experiments, a cyborg in the towers, the lowest landing can be also hostage to the game. I know you're gonna find the star, but right now, watch it. Unless you're just gonna hook with the explosive, either in the super speed. You can't get close enough because of his heart, which Lexford plays so kryptonite. You need to lure Metallo outside of the building so he can blow us the journey with him. You need him unharmed, so question. Come and get me, you super stupid. Ha ha ha. Release your hostages, Metallo. No one needs to get hurt. How do I lure Metallo? Metallo, what if I made a fake suit? Fake suit. Superman. First appearance. Oh, there's all the different. It's weird that this game is so nerd heavy because it's like, I think it makes it sort of inaccessible. I feel like it's accessible. And like I even know what it comes, but well, I don't want to make another Superman statue. Nope, you can't make a statue suit. What can lure a magnet? Metallo was defeated. Oh, I wasn't supposed to kill him, right? I was just supposed to lure him outside but leave him unharmed. I thought the magnet would do that. It seemed to work on him. Okay, any ideas how to lure Metallo outside so that I don't have to kill him? See, this is problem solving. Oh. What's a way that I could get Metallo out without killing people? Oh, I could dress like Superman. Superman suit. Unlock this costume with that. Oh, this better not be this. Where's Superman's suit? They even have their Catgirl costume from Dark Knight Strikes Back. That's not even appropriate for children. Where's the Superman suit? Am I missing something? No. It's not very creative. I better not just have to get a Superman suit. Superman costume. What are you doing? How did you do it, Metallo? Okay, so this doesn't seem to be very... Oh yeah, sure, I'm not... Did the magnet work except that it didn't? then he fell out. No. It wasn't free. What wasn't free? How do I lure Metallo out? I'm supposed to lure Metallo out without killing him. I tried to use the magnet, he kind of just... What if I encased him in light? I keep forgetting that whenever I say soup. Flying. Should always be flying. Maybe leash him and bring him outside. It's a good idea. Lois was killed. No, he set off his bomb, so leashing him doesn't work. I have to lure him outside if I can set. One of Lex Luthor's experiments, a cyborg being paralyzed. You can't get close enough to his heart or shoulder. You can lure Metallo outside the building so I'm unharmed, so question. So how do I lure him out? What does Superman want? What does Metallo? What would lure Metallo? What does he want? He wants Superman. He normally just must be. What if... Oh, we can't affect him. I was thinking maybe if I made him hungry, I could lure him out with some food. Maybe he wants a metal sandwich. I could ask Lily for help, but I don't want to. It has to be... Oh, these are sensors. How do I lure him out? What's something I could do? Any chat? Any ideas? Any ideas how I should bring Metallo out of their building? the diamond? No. Well, it didn't work. He's not jumping. He's... I was thinking maybe... I don't know. I'm not sure how to lure him out. I thought the dressing up as Superman distracted. I couldn't leash him. That ended up killing everyone inside. I have to lure him. I don't know what Metallo wants. Outside of Superman. Does he want more kryptonite? What? Oh, I can put things inside. I probably won't. Okay. Are you able to make the bridge float? Maybe. Yeah, the bridge is flying right now. No, he says he's not jumping. What if I mag him first? Well, now I have a whole bunch of filing cabinets. Yeah, like... Okay. What if I magnetize the bridge? Did that work? Oh my god, it worked. I magnetized the bridge and it just stuck to it. A flying bridge. A flying magnetic bridge. That was cute. Maxwell, I still can't go near Metallo. You'll need to ask him why he's here. Everything is stuck now. Why attack the Daily Planet, Metallo? It was Luthor. You promised me a big payday if I kept Superman busy for long enough. Long enough for what? What do I care? I got paid. Go figure it out yourself. Maxwell, up here. Yes, Superman, what do you want? Thank you, Kira and Miku, for helping me think about the flying bridge, even though it didn't work quite the way we thought. Maxwell, I can see Doppelganger. He's at LuxCorp. Superman, there's something strange going on there. Don't worry, Maxwell, I can handle it. Superman flies off. Don't you ever knock? I'm onto your scheme. Oh, is that so? And I'm here to put a stop to it. Just because you think you're untouchable doesn't give you the right to come barging in. You need to learn some manners. I'll show you what real strength is. Doppelganger, do it. Now I don't need the suit. What? I'll destroy you with my own hands. Doppelganger has made Luthor into a Kryptonian. He gained all the powers of Superman. What do I do? Keep Doppelganger busy until I can keep my plan. The hell? Purple super fast monster. I'm back here. Am I supposed to defeat this one? Right? Or am I supposed to hurt? Broken? What did it do? Oh, I kept you busy. What am I supposed to do? Destroy the monster? What can I do to this? Silver Banshee. The attack we should need it. And then you can't. But my trusty lightsaber is always kept me free. Why are you doing this? Why are you helping me? Villains, they're my friends. Friends, these people can't you see what they're doing? Listen, I can. Uh-oh. Super and Lex are still fighting. Maxwell, Alfred and I have a plan, but while Super is near you, apply a material to him that will resist you. That or give him a piece of clothing that will clean. Mad hats. Nice. Can I give him any piece of clothing that's lead? You've been successful only in making yourself slower. Oh no, hold on Maxwell until I come back. This is just a series of boss battles. This is so flamethrower is pretty effective. This game is mostly just fighting. It's not like the other Scribblenauts games are kind of respawn God. page you ripped out and used to get the gun in the first place. Did you bother to see if anything was written on the back of it? Oh no. What's the plan? Now, Maxwell, give Superman something made of kryptonite to knock out my I can't spawn God. I should have spawned kryptonite God. Kryptonite. No, I can't give kryptonite box to gloves. I can spawn God, but he's not that amazing. He's just low attack. Give it up, Luthor, this battle is over. Not yet, is it? Incorrect, Luthor, you are defeated. Wait, I can win this. And they got beamed away by the mysterious person. That voice sounded familiar. But that's the same teleportation technology we saw before. Superman, it was me. I did it. I bought Dr. here. It was an accident. You didn't know. Not my fault, man. Well, you're more than making up for your mistake. After all, you just helped me take down both Metallo. Luthor must have been keeping a star right here. Where could it be? Well, there's only one place in this office that I can get into. Yeah, hiding in this lead safe made it so much easier to spot. Thanks, Superman. Listen, Maxwell, there's still plenty left to help out with. Since you've been so helpful, I'd like to invite you to some Fortress of Solitude. Wow, what an honor, man. Great, I'll take you up on that offer. Kryptonian God is still running around. Kryptonite God. Feel the stake. What? Evil, hungry gentleman. Giant. You're supposed to eat food? Oh no, you killed someone. You jerk. I don't have to me. No. Wait, why am I so slow? I wonder if frozen. Okay, they're chasing me, I don't know why. Alright, I think I'm gonna call it a night now. Very late / early work to do. So, thanks for watching, everybody. Thanks for watching Kira and Miku and Keeping Me Company. Enjoy your suggestions. Audience. So, thank you. Thanks everybody for watching. That was fun. I did a good run of Mirror's Edge. I'm very happy. But I should have done better, but I'm still. Thanks everybody. I might see you tomorrow, otherwise I'll see you next week because I have school and I probably won't be. Take care, be good. Can the ghosts eat souls? I don't know. They might be able to. They froze me when they touched me, so maybe that was them eating my soul. Anyways, good night. Take care. Thanks for